One of our regular features in ACUMEN is doing business in, and in our latest edition, the focus swings to Nigeria. The article is written by Dianna Games, who's not only a distinguished correspondent, but also CEO of Africa at Work, which is a consultancy focusing on African business issues, and she's honorary CEO of the South Africa-Nigeria Chamber of Commerce. Dianna, welcome.
Thank you.
I think of Nigeria, I think of a tiny but very powerful, very wealthy elite, and beneath them a mass of poverty, chaos and corruption. Is that an accurate view of Nigeria? And if so, why would I want to do business there?
Well, at some level that is accurate, but what is missing from your description is this large and growing middle class. And now, of course, we talk about middle class being a range of things. You know, it's a wide kind of income discrepancy band that you talk about when you include that. So I think the point with Nigeria is that you've got that, you're getting an increasing number of skills, and that's partly due to the new investment going in there, new jobs being created and so on. But there's a lot of low-hanging fruit. There's huge opportunities in almost any sector you care to name because of the relative underdevelopment of Nigeria over so many years.
And have South African companies recognised the size of that opportunity?
Most definitely. South Africans have, I would say that, MultiChoice was the first company there, but followed quite soon afterwards by MTN. And I think the publicity around MTN's success in that market has really been a driver of many other South African businesses looking to go there, because not only because of MTN's own success, but because of the huge improvements in efficiency that mobile technology has allowed.
But there are still plenty of opportunities?
Oh yes, I think what is the whole pie is growing as a result of new investment going in there, and I'm talking non-oil on the whole. South Africa is not a big oil producer, let alone an oil investor. So South Africa's investment in Nigeria has been far more diversified than just about any other country. Although you do have very long-standing multinationals from particularly Europe and Britain, Heineken, Unilever. Nestle and all of those kind of companies in terms of the consumer space, which is currently, I think, the one area that is really driving a lot of the new investment, as is technology, which is partly the mobile phone industry and all the supply chain that goes into that, but also every area of technology is now really starting to grow in that country. And I think you saw that with the rebasing of the economy, where technology was one of the big drivers of the increased GDP growth in Nigeria over the past 25 years.
Nigeria, according to that, rebasing the biggest economy in Africa for the first time ahead of South Africa. What does that mean to ordinary folk?
Not much, really, and Nigerians will quickly tell you that it hasn't changed. It just reflects changes that have been taking place on the ground, but it hasn't changed anyone's lives overnight. But having said that, a lot of people's lives have changed because there is better governance in Nigeria. I know it's not perfect by any means, but you're seeing a lot of improved governance, for example, in some of the 36 states, which is not really much spoken about. You're not getting many South Africans, particularly in outside the sort of the main hubs, Lagos, Abuja, maybe Port Harcourt. But people's lives are improving. Not nearly enough. It's a very big ship to turn around.
Nigerians apparently famous for their can-do attitude.
Yeah, I think there's high levels of energy and innovation. I think it really needs to be harnessed, and I think that's savvy investors who can harness the right people and that kind of energy can really make those local partnerships work. Obviously, if you get a bad partner, then that's still a problem, regardless of all those qualities.
Are the Nigerians open to partnerships? Are they open to foreign investment?
Very much so. And in fact, there's a lot more Nigerians coming here in the last couple of years looking for business partners in South Africa, or goods and services that they can replicate or even distribute in Nigeria. So very much so. People are really wanting to be engaged in more globally because they had been cut off for so many years, as South Africa was for many years too.
A final question, a practical tip. Doing business with Nigerians, can it be quite formal?
It's I think you have to understand people very well. Nigerians are very sensitive because of their history and because of perceptions that they've had to grapple with. It's very important to understand how the country works. Historically, how it's evolved is part of that understanding. And also what people want and need, and to treat them with respect. I suppose that applies anywhere, really.
Doesn't it just? Dianna Games, thank you.